Personally, I think that no other industry would dare to make a movie like this other than Malayalam movie industry. Hello everyone, welcome to I Just React and Review. My name is Ashmita and I hope you all are doing well, and today I will be sharing my thoughts on the highly acclaimed Malayalam movie Biryani: The Flavors of the Flesh. This movie garnered much appreciation and accolades in various film festivals across the world and also had a special mention by the jury in the 67th National Awards. The lead actor Kani also won the Kerala State Film Award for her acting in this film. So yes, without delaying this any further, let's get into the detailed analysis. The film is a narrative of the protagonist Khadija's life, and boy, her life is not easy. Just to set the context here, her father, a fisherman, is no more. Her mother suffers from an ongoing mental illness that makes her lose control of herself from time to time. And she's in a loveless marriage where her husband treats her nothing more than just a piece of flesh for his own satisfaction. And if all of this wasn't enough, her brother is claimed to have links with the terrorist outfit ISIS. Now, as the story progresses, we see how Khadija's behavior evolves towards the society which treats her as trash, or maybe at max as a newspaper story. What was extremely interesting to me was that as we were witnessing Khadija's story, there was a parallel social commentary that was going on in the form of a TV news debate, where all these panelists were discussing about the situation of the Muslims in our country, the oppression of women within the community, the debate on funding, brainwashing, and terrorism. It just clearly depicted the stark contrast that all of these privileged panelists who were debating inside the TV room would never ever understand and would never ever know what it is to be in Khadija's situation. Even when we see someone who is privileged actually coming to her aid, it still has a vested interest behind it because this person needs a good story to run. And let me tell you, the movie is painful. I mean painful to watch. You need nerves of steel to watch this film. It is going to shock you because it is as real as it gets. The makers didn't subdue, or should I say compromise with the material at all. At least I was taken aback. But I also felt so proud that there was a movie maker in our country who dared to make this film. It's impeccable, both writing and the direction. I mean, it's pretty clear when you watch the film that Sajan Babu did not write this movie to please the public. He knew that there's going to be a good percentage of people who are going to either dislike this film or just plain hate it. But keeping that fact aside, the writing is just amazing. Every scene is filled with so much more context than the scene itself. It is actually a little difficult to explain the genius of the writing without delving into some spoilers, because there are a couple of scenes that I just cannot get out of my mind. First and foremost, the entire ending climax sequence where the iftar meal is getting prepared. The shock value is real, guys. The shock value there is real. The way that entire sequence has been written, it's raw, it's gritty, it's shocking, it's really uncomfortable to watch. I mean, it is going to leave you with a bitter taste on your mouth. Then the scene where Khadija's son is getting circumcised is just too real, man. It's too real. Khadija's character arc is so brilliantly flawed. One would think that after enduring so much, she would be on a path of complete revenge, which is partially true, but she is also someone who is beaten down by her circumstances and she is aware of it. There is this dialogue between Khadija and one more guy where she says that when you men die, you will be greeted by beautiful angels. What about us? What about us women? The dialogue, even though is full of agony, is said with such normalcy that you realize all the events that have happened to her has made her completely numb to reactions. A scene where her husband divorces her by sending her a talaq SMS, it's written with so much maturity, as if Khadija was expecting something like this to happen, because the way she reacts, she remains completely still. You can feel the agony. As a viewer, you can feel and sense the agony. But she plays it with such restraint and numbness. It was just fantastic. I like how in the bigger picture, Sajan Babu closed the loop of the story where all these men that she encountered in her life treated her as a piece of flesh, and in the end it was as if she said that, oh, since you wanted my flesh, here you go. And a dialogue after that really stayed with me, where it said that should any wrong act be corrected with even more wrong acts? And that is a question that was left open-ended to ponder upon, not just by Khadija, but by the viewers also. When it comes to direction, this is the most raw film that I watched. Raw is the word which comes in my mind. As a viewer, when you watch this film, you won't be able to say that, oh, this is too much, oh, this is just going overboard. I don't think so. In my personal opinion, that can be said because it was pretty realistic. And this is the reality of probably so many women in our country, and not just in our country, I feel across the world, where their voice will never ever be heard. Not everyone is privileged, not everyone has access to social media. In fact, there are so many people who would not be even brave enough to raise their voice. So sitting at a position of privilege, I also probably do not fully grasp the reality and the gravity of this situation. But I am really happy that a filmmaker has put out this story for the people to watch. The sound design is also great. There is barely any instrumental background sound except in few places, but it is mostly the use of live sounds. Sajan Babu himself is the sound designer, so him being the writer and the director also, he pretty much knew how to use and where to use the instrumental background sounds, but mostly he has kept like 90% of this film is live sounds. I want to give a big round of applause to the cinematographer Kartik Muthukumar because, like I said, this movie is written and directed in a very raw form, and the cinematography is a big part of it. The entire visual representation of this movie and how it looks on screen to the viewer, it's already going to put you at an unease. There is a very pale filter that has been used, so I don't know who's the colorist of this film, but even the most beautiful of the beaches just look gloomy. I'm just gonna say it. Kani should have won the National Award for the Best Actor for this movie. Hands down, there is no competition. She is absolutely fantastic from start to finish. The performance is so realistic and raw that at one point of time you start feeling that she is actually going through all of this suffering in reality. You know the quote, "Life is unfair"? Her not getting a national award for this performance just proves it. The restraint with which she carried this role, the way she was so numb to her surroundings, I don't know how she managed to show and emote so much just by standing still and looking at the camera. That's the power of her acting. I don't know who played the role of the mother. I don't know her name, but she was also great. Very, very brief role, but extremely, extremely painful and gut-wrenching to watch. The other supporting cast also did a fabulous job, and all of this collectively makes you feel that you are actually watching real life. You're not watching a movie, you're not watching a performance. This is real life. In the supporting cast, I liked everybody, but particularly the police officer, the man who played the police officer, I don't know his name, and Surjit, who is basically the only man who's good to Khadija in the film. Both of them were really good. But Kani as Khadija was, I mean, I'm bowing down to your acting skills. You are fantastic. What are other works that I can watch? Because I don't know, she just blew me away, guys. She just blew me away. This is not a movie that has been made for the masses. Clearly, it is not. It is absolutely not. But I still feel that it should reach the masses. I wouldn't say I enjoyed watching the film. You cannot enjoy this film in any way. It's not enjoyable to watch, but I'm so glad that I watched it. The movie is streaming on cave.com and you can purchase this for 99 rupees, and this will be available to you for 30 days. And yeah, that was my review for the Malayalam film Biryani. And ironically, my today's dinner is also going to be biryani. Yeah. So yes, that was the video from me today, guys. I do want to know your thoughts on this film if you have watched, because I feel the opinions would be mixed. Not everybody's gonna like this film. I definitely want to know your side and your point of view, that why you liked and why you did not like this movie. I would definitely love to read those in the comments. So yeah, that was it from me today, guys, and I will see you on my next video. Have a nice weekend. Bye bye.